Welcome to the show. Welcome. This is Ebru Let's Talk. In case you're just tuning in or catching us for this first time, welcome again. We, of course, have an amazing show lined up. We have everything from peaks of the week this week, because it is a Thursday, of course. So we celebrate people who are winning in life. We have amazing hot talk topics. Trust me, you want to stay tuned. And eventually, we're going to be talking about something very, very interesting. Something that is a bit left field for most of us. You know, a lot of people have a very different experience when it comes to this particular topic. So stay tuned for Talk That Talk Thursday as well. It is about to be turned. I'm not going to lie to you. But something that really has caught my attention today is apparently in one of these big packaging and shipping companies in the US, they've decided that they're no longer going to be drug testing people for marijuana. You are no longer going to be tested for marijuana because why? The company has said it's okay. Smoke up, do what you gotta do, live your life. And I was just going,
you want to go and work there?
Is this our country?
You want to go work there?
Now I'm thinking maybe I need to change my career because that sounds like the amazing kind of energy I need in my life. You know, just people who are chill, just zen, living life, a little paranoid, but having fun. You know, I am not advocating for the use of drugs, by the way. All I am saying is some countries are very liberal about how they look at things. And us as a community, we need to start being liberal about some of these things that are so teething. You know, those two small things that we're always being petty about that have none of our concern. If you're not using marijuana, does it affect you? If you're not in that particular group of people, does it affect you? I'm just saying. Let me not get into it. I'm just saying. Anyway, my name is Katomi. Do not forget the number is 0770-729-366. It's always down here somewhere. The hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk. The handles, as always, it's Ebru TV Kenya everywhere except for Facebook, where it is Ebru TV KE. And our Instagram for Let's Talk is Ebru Let's Talk _official. I finally got it. Hallelujah. Anyway, welcome. Ayuma, how was your night last night?
My night was all right. So it's only been like a few hours or so my night was okay. But I woke up today in pain and in like just literally my muscles are so sore right now. I'm going to be one of those people, by the way. Every single time you ask me a question, before it was all about my child because I am now a single mother of a son, but now I'll also talk about how like I'm working out. So like anything that comes out of my mouth, just know I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore. Oh my God, I have to wake up early because I have to work out. That's just going to be like my new personality from now on. But I'm really excited about today's show. It's going to be amazing. The good ex. You know, all the time we talk about how, you know, the people who did us wrong, the man that cheated on us, the girl that, you know, broke our heart, the partner that was a bad partner towards you. But sometimes they're actually good people. It's just that the relationship doesn't work out. Sometimes you have to look inwards and realize that you're the toxic person, you know? And I want to know from you, have you been in that situation? Don't start lying right now, okay? We've all been there. Have you been in a situation where you broke up with a good person and maybe you were the problem? It just wasn't a match. The WhatsApp number is available, of course, and I'm excited for the show. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguri.
I am like a core thing. If I did not have children with you, you're not my ex. But yesterday was a sad day for me because I told you guys that I decided to get a pet, a dog, a puppy. And her name was Lulu. Yes, I've used the name was. She passed on yesterday at 9 p.m. And this morning while having breakfast with my children, I was like, guys, do you know Lulu has passed on? They were like, Mom, what are you talking about? And then they started crying. I was like, what? Why did I even tell them? But anyway, they deserve to know because they used to ask me every single day, where is Lulu, where is Lulu? Definitely not my puppy, but I had gotten it for a friend of mine. But you know what? Today's show is amazing. We're going to start on a high. And we're going to talk about exes. Would you say anything positive about your ex? Well, I don't know. Let us know on the number below here. My name is Lily Asigo. Welcome to the show.
And by the way, before Ayuma says something, let us be clear. When she says she's a single mother of a child, she does not mean a human child. She means a puppy. So if you're a new viewer, please don't get confused. She does not have a child. She just has a puppy, which is very much a child.
As in, I'm a full-time mom. I don't even know why the clarification had to be made. But you know what? Other things that don't need any clarification is the hot tea and topics that we have for you today. Apparently, Tanasha Donna and her baby daddy, Diamond Platinums, are beefing again because she has just unfollowed him on social media. Again. We also have Rick Ross who is he hooking up with Hamisa? Are they having a little relationship? There's some suspicious conversation that's been going on between the two of them on social media. And Hamisa is saying that she has her bags packed and she's ready to go. We also have Akode, who has decided, by the way, if you did not give her a child, you were never in a relationship. You guys were never together. She does not consider you her ex. Let's get right into it. It's time for Hot Talk.
Now, Diamond Platinums and pretty much all his exes tend to have a love-hate relationships. There's times when there's love, there's times when there's hate, and sometimes it's just in between. They really couldn't be bothered. But apparently, something may have happened between him and his ex, his Kenyan one. Let me be clear, Ms. Tanasha Donna. Unfortunately or fortunately, they've probably gone through something so bad that she's decided to unfollow him again on social media. Well, she has unfollowed him before, but this time she's unfollowed him again, and she's not really given us a reason as to why she's done it. So we're all just making speculations, assuming something horrible happened. But in addition to her unfollowing him on social media, she also went ahead to her son's Instagram page. As you can see there, the son's name is Nasib Jr., who initially was called Tanasha Donna and Diamond Platinum's son. And then the name went back to Tanasha Donna's son. And now Nasib Jr., who is their son together, has also deleted all of the father's pictures. Like Tanasha Donna has deleted all the pictures of Diamond Platinums that they had for all the vacation that they took the other day when she'd gone to Tanzania, and it looked like they were in a really good state. Now she's completely deleted all of the pictures. There is no sight of this man on the son's page, not on her page, and they don't follow each other anymore. At least Diamond still follows, but then she's just unfollowed. And so we're all just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Because, again, baby daddies, baby mommies, there's always this drama in between there. But is it really necessary for you to make this so publicly humiliating and to delete them and follow them? Or is it a thing of it's important for you to do it because you're trying to guard your energy? You know, sometimes when you see someone else thriving and you're just having a bad day, you're just so over it, you want to punch them in the throat. I've done that a lot. Honestly, I unfollow people when I feel like I'm feeling a little vexed here, and it's not even about them, it's about me. I just don't want to look at that picture or don't want to look at you and your growth at this point when I'm going through a tough time and start being that, that envy, that anger, that jealousy. That's not good energy, and I don't want it in my life, so I'm going to unfollow you for a while, and then I will follow you back later on. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there. I'm really curious to see what exactly is the story. But knowing Tanasha Donna, it will take maybe another whole year until we find out exactly what happened for it to happen this way, which is a good thing for her and her privacy and the privacy of her family, but it's a bad thing for us, your in-laws. We want to know. Give us tea. What happened? What happened? Me, I want to know. What about you guys?
I think the other day she hinted, she posted a photo and said, respect to all mothers who do it for their kids. So people are speculating that probably maybe Diamond is a deadbeat, and we are not sure about that. But I totally understand her actions because we are human at the end of the day. Let me tell you, Amira told us that it is not easy, even having a second wife. So you can imagine having, being in a relationship with someone who has multiple baby mamas. It's not easy. Every time he goes to visit the other family, obviously one of the baby mamas anasikia vibaya, either an unfollower ama anasema ni deadbeat, because also Zari did an interview talking about the same thing. So I don't know, let's stop stressing Diamond also, because now afanye nini shwali. Asiende Tanzania kuna watoto, asikuja Nairobi kuna watoto, asiende South Africa, now wasikuje. This thing, I'm telling you, some people were warned, but they never listened. But I totally understand where Tanasha is coming from. As a mother, as his ex, obviously, probably, we don't know what happened, what goes on behind the scenes, because I don't know if they're still sleeping together. We don't know if he's providing for his child. We don't know anything. So it's like a yes or a no. But what we have now is the hint that he's a deadbeat, and the fact that she keeps on following and following and everything. Like, they decided, let's have a group, let's have a page for our son, and let's say it is son to this Tanasha and Diamond. And then later on she changed it. So basically she's the one running the account, but it's also unfair to that child, because that child, when he grows up, he wants to see pictures of him and the dad, you know? So why delete the pictures in the first place? Are you posting the pictures for us, or are you posting the picture for the child, so that when that child grows up, they're able to see like the growth. Like daddy was spending time with me at this particular time. We took a picture. We went to the park. So it's unfair to the child. But to Tanasha Donna, I totally understand because we are human.
Girl, that Instagram page for that child is not for that child, okay? That's a way for her to, which is I have no problem with, but it's not a tea. So, oh, I can see what mommy and daddy and me I was up to when I was a child. So she can just post those, she can keep those pictures in her phone and put them on the cloud, and she can have them forever and ever. That page is specifically for her to get followers for her child and get endorsements and whatever, and all that stuff is all business and everything. But me, I don't understand, because for me personally, when I'm not really dealing with you, I want to know exactly what you're doing. I am nosy. I am so nosy. I want to be like, okay. So when he told me that he didn't have money for this and this, now he's gone to South Africa and got new grills.
You saw.
Wow, okay.
You see, your girlfriend.
Yeah, you know. So when he's there busy talking about how, like, oh my gosh, I'm really, really sick, I have a cold. Next thing I know, he has an American accent. I want to see those types of things. You know what I mean? So that I can just be keeping up on you, keeping tabs on you and everything. But honestly, whatever helps you in terms of your mental health and what makes you feel secure and happy is the most important thing. If she doesn't want to look at the pictures, she doesn't have to look at the pictures. But when it comes to the sons and like the interaction between the two of them, first of all, I don't think that son needs to be on Instagram in general at his age. But I think he's like a toddler right now.
Yeah.
But I think she should keep the pictures for herself in her phone or something. Because at the end of the day, you would like to show your son those pictures. You don't have to post them. You don't even have to look at them. You can even keep them locked somewhere, but just keep the pictures. Don't delete them completely out of your life.
Yeah, what I don't understand is the back and forth. Like, okay, we're in good terms, let me post. Okay, now let me follow you.
Because Diamond is
okay,
a
now we're not in
difficult
good
person to
terms.
be
Clearly,
with.
how many women have
Everyone,
come in and out of
by the way,
his life?
everyone is a difficult person to be with.
But he
Everyone.
seems
That's why we have
he
exes,
has
and that's
a
why we're going to
task.
talk about exes later on. But you know what? Hamisa went on an interview with a billionaire who goes by the name Brett Barish. Hey, I'm telling you. And on that interview, she said she would love to do a collab with Rick Ross. So I don't know, Rick Ross ndiye akaanza kumfuata after hapo, because lately Rick Ross has been commenting on all her pictures. First, he started off with emojis, kidogo, there's like a heart there, kidogo, there's a star, a diamond, and then he went on, akashanga, lady, you're too cute, oh, I need to announce this. So this time round, when Tanasha posted a picture, he went on to comment. Waliachana na emoji, akamwambia, you are moving to the US. And Hamisa replied, all my bags are packed. I am ready. So since she hinted on wanting to do a collabo with him, we're thinking, did they do a collabo, or are they just flirting, or are they actually dating? I don't know. You tell me.
I'm just seeing the perks of being with Diamond. You know, when Diamond becomes international, everybody knows you now.
Yeah.
You, as long as you're making enough noise, people will know who you are. People will know how you exist. Because honestly, you know, would we have known her before? She was just a video vixen at the beginning, right? So we wouldn't have known about her to begin with. But you know what? I'm all about that money too. Girl, get your bag. Get your man. Get his man and his bag. As in, just grab everyone. Collect everyone. Put them as a trophy. If you want to be a trophy wife, this is the way to go. Take lessons from Hamisa and all of Diamond Platinum's exes, except for, honestly, yeah, we have to give credit to Tanasha. She's very chill. So take notes from everyone else. Tanasha Donna wachana na yeye. Her, she's simple, she's Kenyan, she has the Kenyan way going about her. But at the same time, I'm just saying, ata mimi ningeona some celebrities on my comments. Yani, they've left DMs, they've come to comments, my friend. Because if this is happening on your comment section, what's happening in the DMs? What is happening, Hamisa? Naomba jamani tutumie screenshoti, tuma screenshoti kadhaa tuone DMs zinaendaje.
I wonder if she's actually going to fly out to Miami now, you know. But like the thing is, as you look at Rick Ross, you're thinking, oh, okay, cool. But like all of these like American rappers have the worst reputation of flying girls out, doing about chicka wow wow, having their relations, and then they have to bounce immediately, you know. So honestly, when it comes to this, I really do feel like she's doing more in terms of music. At least a project come out of this whole situation. And I think they're trying to create a little bit of buzz and clout and everything to promote the song that they've done together. I'm just trying to think, like, she has a really high-pitched voice and like, you know, and he's like, huh. So I'm just trying to find out, like, what kind of song, what kind of music are they going to be making as she's there, like, sounding like a rat, and then he has, like, a bass over there. You know what I mean?
Like a rat,
Ayuma.
Ayuma. Like a rat on the highway.
You know, I'm just wondering, is she doing this because also Diamond deleted her son's photo on his profile?
Okay.
I was just there scrolling until my phone went off. I could not find a picture of Dylan.
Okay.
So I really don't know what's going
Maybe
on.
make him jealous.
Here's another question though, Ayuma. Now that you're saying American people have a bad reputation, rappers and singers, let's just call it American. Well,
Hey, American.
American music industry people tend to have a bad reputation, especially when it comes to Kenyan women and women from Africa in general. But think about it. Isn't it her sister the other day, Vanessa Mdee, who went to Atlanta, Georgia, and
You know
now
Rotimi is Nigerian.
and now
Rotimi
she is
is
in a happy
Nigerian.
He's
relationship,
Nigerian.
engaged to Rotimi. I'm just saying, it could be a Tanzanian thing. You
They'll
know,
go get us.
we hear stories about Tanzanian women and we keep quiet. But look at them. They're thriving. They're attracting the right kind of demographic. Should I move to Tanzania? I feel at this point I'm going to be a global trotter. Every
Seriously.
country.
Every country that has a perk, Katomi is going. Katomi is going. Let us know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think it's clout? Do you think a relationship can come out of it? Do you think she'll even be getting engaged like Sujui Vanessa Mdee? The WhatsApp number is 0770-729-366. But Akode has decided that she has to give you some information, especially you exes out there, people that she's dated, but you have not had a child with her. She does not consider you an ex. She actually went on to say, if I never had a child, don't count me as your ex. I am not your ex. I am your experience. We had an experience. Stop. I only have 3 exes in my life, Baba Vesha, Baba Oyo, Baba Ojwang. We talk, we laugh, and it's not breaking news. None of them want me back. I also want something new and fresh. She went on to continue to, where are the ones on the photo before? Msalimia Jared Mkimona, I can't wait to dance on your wedding day. Hey. And it really brought into attention about how, like, so many times, like, as women, by the way, if I don't acknowledge you, you didn't exist in my whole life. You know what I mean? Sometimes in those relationships where you're just like, I don't even want to consider you as being an ex, as being somebody that was in my life. Sometimes you're a little bit embarrassed about the clownery that you've done in that relationship, and you don't want to even put him in any radar in your life and everything. So I can definitely understand that. I think, I'm trying to think, like, do you have any ex where you're just like, that's not my ex. I don't even know who that man is.
Girl, let's talk about that in a little bit when we get into Talk That Talk Thursday. But the thing for me is, I think with Akode, a lot of people, it's a really a huge love-hate relationship again when it comes to Akode. A lot of people don't like to show publicly that they love her or acclaim her, but at the same time, they want to use her platform and her name and her celebrity to get ahead in life, right? So it's possible that, I'm just assuming, this is just a mere speculation. Maybe this guy has been doing exactly that, using her name to get himself into places, using his association with her in the past to drive himself forward. And therefore, now she's tired because all the time Niliska wena Jared. And now she wants to make it very clear. Or he's trying to creep back in, right? Because if her exes don't want her and you are in her space a lot, maybe he's trying to creep back in. And you know what she does? She does exactly what we should do as women and as people who do not want a relationship. Make it clear. Congratulations for being an experience, and I'm glad to know that you're about to get married at some point, but not to me, and I will come to your wedding. Sina shida nitakuja kwa wedding, but otherwise I have no association with you and I want nothing to do with you. So this is pretty much the way to go.
Yeah, have you noticed that if you're successful, everyone says either you're their sister or they've dated you, you're their auntie or their neighbor. This is what is happening to Akothe. Akothe is such a successful woman, and guys out there cannot stop saying that they dated her. So I really understand where she's coming from. And we learned something from our exes. So if you haven't learned anything from your ex, or if you don't have someone that a child ukiangalia unakumbuka ex wako, then you did not exist. And I agree with her 100%.
Love it, love it, love it. She's one of those people who you kind of just want to be, you know, to be like, you know, you're on the top list for Forbes. People are talking about you, wanting to be you. Even your cousins from the underground are coming at you saying they love you, and at the same time using your name and putting you out on social media every other day. So you were talking about her the other day being called the devil worshipper. Like, people are consistently on her And it's just a lot. Just like leave her alone. Let this woman flourish, please. Just let her be. Anyway, are we going to get into peaks of the week? Because at least some people are winning as well, and I think we need to give them some hongera. So let's get into peaks of the week.
We have Aziad, who has made some breaking news over here because she can now add another occupation to her long CV. We all know she's started out as a TikToker, then online content creator, then actress, and now radio presenter is the brand new title. She has just announced that she's now joined a specific radio station. She's now officially a radio presenter, and she is hosting a morning breakfast show, which this is like prime time spot when it comes to radio and everything. So you have to be super talented, and you have to really be able to garner a wide audience for someone to even place you on the breakfast spot. So I'm just like, congratulations, girl. She is doing so well, and it's literally just been about like 2 years of her bursting onto the scene. From Utawezana to radio presenter. Like, I think that is amazing. I'm glad that she was able to really hold her platform and make such big career moves for her. So keep doing your thing, girl.
Corona really worked for her.
Yes.
Yeah, all of us were suffering, but her, ooh, she flourished. And the next one is Nazizi. Nazizi is a mother of 2. Yes, you didn't know that. She has always been private about her life. And yesterday she told us she introduces the second one to everyone. And he goes by the name Jazil, or is it Jazil? Jazil Adam. And her firstborn is called Tafari Firoz. We are happy for her. Thank you so much for sharing such information with us. Motherhood is a nice journey. Congratulations.
Absolutely. She is winning, and she's looking amazing. Having a child a couple of months ago, girl, you look amazing. Anyway, moving on to people who are still winning, like Sauti Sol. Anytime tuanze kusikia zile siku zenye, you remember there was like a song that used to go, nikupeleke ha tuwe kahawa. Lazizi came in. We saw all the celebrities loving on them, and they have continued to flourish. They have such an amazing management. Honestly, you have to give credit to the management, because sometimes you can only go so far, but your management does a big thing. And now they've done a big thing because they're the new ambassadors for a brand for phones. We all know it. If you check out their social media, you will see exactly what brand. But they're now the brand ambassadors for this particular phone, and they have bagged themselves a multi-million shilling brand, and they are bagging that, and they're going away with it. And it was amazing. They just did the announcement yesterday at one of the big hotels within Nairobi. So congratulations for them. Honestly, this is how people need to start going. I think it's important for people to understand the importance of having a good backing and a good system behind you. Because as an artist, you can't do everything. You can't be your accountant, you can't be your manager, you can't be the promoter, you can't be everything. You need to employ people. And if you employ people and empower them, they will bring back exactly what you need. If you see someone with talent and you can finance them even a little bit, please help someone become Sauti Sol, become the next Sauti Sol, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Either way, congratulations for the big brand. We hope to God that you keep winning, and may your blessings flourish and pass across all of Kenya, because we all need blessings at this point, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing over here the messages on our WhatsApp, some of the comments over here. Someone says, see, I have very many exes. Maybe I'm the problem. It's good to think sometimes, okay? There's this from Dandora watching this show and loving it. Judy Piri is saying an ex is an ex. It is to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. Hey, okay, sawa sawa. What does someone over here from Embu have to say?
Someone is saying, hey, pretty dolls, you're a ball, looking amazing as usual. I have one ex who was made from real material that I haven't found in another man. He was selfless and was always put my interests first, which I might have taken for granted. Losing him made me appreciate what I had, and if I would turn back the clock of time, if I could turn back the hand of time, I would never have let him go. This is someone tuned in from Embu. We are so sorry, and we understand you completely. But keep pushing. You never know where your luck may lie. I see someone else saying it was wrong for Tanasha and Diamond to be following each other on social media in the first place. This is like policing one another, and it is not healthy for any meaningful, long-lasting relationship. I am enjoying the conversation. This is Livingstone. We love you, Livingstone. Keep the messages coming in. We see someone else saying, hello, beautiful ladies. It's Balozi wa K-Town, enjoying the show from Kiamba. Can't wait to hear Katomi talking about her ex. Sadly, I'm going to be talking about it, and I can't.
That evil laugh.
But it's okay. We'll talk about it in a bit. What's Kelly saying?
Yes, Joanne from Kisumu says, hi ladies, you look amazing. And now Penda Wote, congratulations to Aziyad and Azizi is still on point. Nilianza kumsikiza kitambo and bado ana rock. Thank you so much. Kelly from 44. I like your show and we see you. But you know what? Tumefika time ya kanyama. Na by kanyama namaanisha hot topic. The topic today is hot. Let us know, do you have an ex? Are you still in touch? Do you want them back or not? Let us know on the number below because we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about that.
Welcome back. This is still Let's Talk, and you are still listening to the beautiful voices of Ayuma Kaguli, Lilia Tigo, and myself, Kathomi. And today we are all giving you some dirt. I saw Balozi wa K-Town hapo anajaribu kutafuta uchafu. My dirty linen is not so dirty, I'm sorry to say. But we're going to be talking about something very controversial. As I said, it's a bit left field. A lot of us don't have a good ex. We don't have an ex who we can go, oh my God, he was so amazing. He was like everything I ever dreamed of. Like a friend who said that she's sad to have lost her man. But some of us do have good stories, and it's a mixture of all of that. So let's get right into it. It's time for Talk That Talk Thursday, and we are talking about the good ex. Now, exes, you know, where to begin, Akade is saying exes are an experience and that's the end. You only acclaim the ones you want to acclaim. And this seems to be a very common notion all around, right? You see Tanasha Donna struggling with her ex, other people are loving on their exes. But what is your experience when it comes to an ex? What has been your story?
I think in general, like I really thank God that I've never had a situation where like any of my breakups have been bad, you know? It's always been a thing of I was bored / he was like I moved on from this person / like this small little things that has nothing to do with the person in general, you know. And like I remember this one particular boyfriend, I had no business being with him in the first place. It's just because I was single and I was bored and there was nothing that I was doing. And since you're giving me attention, okay, Sawa, let's go out on dates. Okay, Sawa, let's do this. Then slowly, so you know, after you hang out with someone over and over and over again, you start liking each other, but the liking is not as much as it's supposed to be when you're supposed to be like happily and in love in a relationship and everything. And then you blink and wow, 7 months have gone by and you're still with this person. Okay, I think I'm done being bored now. I think now I'm ready to get serious. So it's like I felt like I was the bad person. You know what I mean? Like he was generally a good person. He was so kind. He was so loving. He was so helpful. Like literally would be willing to do anything and everything in terms of like helping me out with like small little things and everything. It's just that I had no business being in that relationship in the first place just because I was bored and I was willing to entertain attention, you know. So yeah, I've been the toxic one before.
Yeah, someone told me that you need to kiss many frogs before you find your prince. And that is exactly what Lily Asigo did. I was just like, frog, 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 until I finally found my prince. So all my exes, they were just good at reminding me, giving me a reason as to why I should end the relationship. So I have absolutely nothing positive to say, nothing. Unless, okay, there's one we used to pray together, so maybe that one.
People that pray together do not end up together all the time, as Lily is saying over here. I, on the other hand, have a terrible habit. I get really, I'm a little bit of a mixture of both those two. So I get very bored very quickly. Like, honestly, I get so bored so fast when it comes to men, especially if I'm not attracted to you. And even when I am and you do something stupid, I'm just like, it's gone. And then it will come back later on. But sometimes I get bored of the wrong people, you know. Like, these are good people. These are people who have been beautiful. They've made your life better. Again, shout out to all my exes. Not all of them. There's one who can die. And he will be buried. And I would be there with a stick going, die. But for the rest of them, I've honestly had really, really good experiences, except I tend to end the relationship and then I regret it almost immediately, right? And there are two people who have been stuck in my life. They've been going, it's like a merry-go-round, you know. This one comes out, this one comes in. It's like, ooh, 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 rotation. But at the end of the day, I've gotten back with at least 2 of my exes multiple times. And now the person who I'm actually dating at the moment is an ex who we've broken up a couple of times, and we've gotten back together, but now it's like for real. If we're doing this, we're doing this.
Oh, you're not going to break up with him
fumble,
again.
Do not fumble me, girl. First of all, the problem is I have been broken up with in this particular case.
Oh.
So it's a situation of, yeah, if this is going to be a hot mess at some point, please leave me alone. Please die, go, bye. I don't want to see you. So yeah, to be all the way honest, good exes, I have 2, and they are consistently amazing, consistently feeding my life with joy and happiness and all the things that a woman wants. You know, you're just like, I'm always happy. So let's get right into it. What was good about this person that you broke up with, Ayuma, because you just got bored?
They were very nice. But you know, the niceness is kind of sickening at the same time. You know what I mean? With those ones of this, like, you know, when, okay, man, actually, let me tell you something, okay? When you like a girl, it's good to like a girl, but don't lose your dignity in the process of liking a girl. Huh?
How? What does that even mean?
As in, if I am going to decline, if I can't make it to a party, yeah? I don't need you to be crying actual tears because I haven't come.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't need you now, like to like it's like a thing of like you want to be with me so much until I'm just like it's not attractive anymore.
Sexy, yeah.
It's not sexy. As in like, you know how like, I used to be this
find
person.
that sexy.
You do.
Yeah.
Me, it annoys me. I'm like, why are you so nice? What's the problem? I want you to be nice, but I don't want to feel as if like I can take advantage of you. Because if I feel like I can take advantage of you,
honey,
trust
you
and
will.
believe there's a demon in me somewhere that will just tell me to do it, take advantage of him, do it. And that's the problem with him, you know? So like basically it was just those ones of like, I knew if I could do anything and everything and he would want to do anything for me. Like literally I've left makeup at home, I'm going to a trip in Meru, and you're willing to go to my house to bring makeup. Surely. To go and bring, like, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Excessive.
That's a bit excessive. And I'm just like, I felt bad for him because he's generally just being a good guy and being really nice and loving. So that's one of the good things that he did for me. He was loving, very loving.
I love excess love.
You do.
But there's something called ESP. You need to
ESP?
Google it, where you connect with someone to a certain level where you can even think what they're thinking and even just finish each other's sentences. When you're sad, you like check up on them, or maybe you think about them and immediately they text you.
Yeah.
So there's that connection. So maybe that's only one thing that I've experienced in my life,
Yeah.
and it is crazy. Like you tell them, please call me, I'm in traffic, and boom, what am I to the same message, and push, call me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that experience is quite unique. Everything else is just trash.
Absolutely. And you know the best thing about, like, I feel like I have that experience, and that's actually one of the reasons why you keep going back to the same person, because it's like you can't find that anywhere else, you know? When it's so intense, that is so weird, because like you're on the phone calling them, the user is busy, and then you hang up and then they just call you like, I was just calling you, your number is busy. Like, yeah, because I was calling you. Or you're texting them, immediately you hit send, boop, a message has come in as well.
Yeah.
And it is such an intense connection. And these are people who actually can feel you and feel your experiences, so you don't have to consistently explain yourself to them, you know. It's like they can read your emotions without you having to consistently tell them that this is happening. And I'm going to tell you for real, that is the stuff that you go for. That is the stuff of legends. For example, today I had a horrible day. I was just not in the right mood at all. And I didn't know what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those moods where you're just like, ugh, uko tu. Yani, you're not sad, you're not angry, there's nothing bothering you, uko tu, but you're just like feeling like something's off there. And immediately, I came and got a nice hug. Ooh, a nice stuck on the cheek. And that was it. That was all. And then he continued on to make lunch. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Thoughtful. Okay. And my mood was elevated. Look at me now, bubbly like a chicken. Anyway, that is something that you consistently will go back for when it comes to an ex. That intense connection, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that you're telepathic. It can be a situation where you just feel really connected with them. It could be a situation where you've both lost someone, or you've both had a very particular experience that is very bonding for you, and it will continue to do that. So that is why I went back to my ex, to answer your question. Moving on. What are some of the amazing things that you have done for an ex? And for Lily, I feel like at this point we'll just exclude you, and we'll say, what are those amazing things that you've done for your husband? Because I know you've had issues at some point, and when you have issues, it's kind of like you've broken up with them. In your head, you're like, you're dumped. So what are some of those experiences or some of those amazing things that you've done for them?
I gave my husband kids. He really wanted kids. When we were dating, the second date, he asked me for a child.
What?
Believe it or not, yes.
Okay.
And it took us more than a year, but finally I did it. We have 3 amazing children, and that is the best thing that I've ever done for him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayuma,
Just leave
what did
everything
you do
else
for
out.
this boyfriend who's bringing you makeup from
This
in
is not
Meru?
the one that what did I do for this? I think this one suffered. This one, I gave him love and attention.
Wait,
and
is this
affection.
William? The one you mentioned last week. We're so sorry, William.
Okay, William needs a care package, by the way. He just needs a big apology. But for another ex, what have I done for them that was so amazing? Oh, I know what I did for them. I paid rent. That's what I did. I sat in my mother's house, not having a roof over my own head, but I paid rent for another man because I'm the committed girlfriend. That's what I
There is
did.
nothing wrong with that. It's just money you'll never see again, but it's okay. You do amazing things for people who do amazing things for you. What have I done? Oh my God, I feel like at this point it's countless. So again, as I said, it's 2 people, wanakuja back to back. So I think one time I actually, okay, so this is the person who never really gets gifts. You know that question you normally ask yourself, what do you get a man that has everything? It's practically impossible. And oftentimes we never end up doing anything for them or giving them anything. So you know what a girl did? A girl went to a mall where they do these really nice embroidered t-shirts, like custom-made t-shirts, and I got one, and it was very thoughtful, and it was something that was very particular to that person, and they would love it. And to God, I got so many gifts just for giving that one t-shirt. One t-shirt got me so many other things.
Wow.
I kid you not. And I felt like that was really thoughtful, because even when I was giving him the gift, he's like, oh my God, this is so amazing of you. People normally never give me anything because they just assume I have everything and I don't want anything. So that, something as simple as a t-shirt, people, I paid less than 1,000 shillings for that thing, but it got me so much more merit, and I felt really good having done that. In addition to that, I've done many amazing things. I have planned trips. I have planned birthdays. I feel like I'm a really good girlfriend in general. Y'all need to.
We need to talk to the boyfriend and find out. We need to ask him. But when it comes to like now, okay, so you've broken up and everything. This person is a good person. Now, how do you break up where you can still maintain a level of like respect and friendship because they're a good person?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you need to have a conversation about that. You can tell when the relationship is ending. So like just start early, tell them that I have a feeling that this relationship is not gonna go far. And then he'll ask why. And then you give your reasons. And then depending on how he's gonna take your, how he's gonna take it, it will take you to the next step. Because some people will refuse. They'll just be like, you're out of your mind. We're okay. We are happy. Nini, nini. So that conversation that you're gonna have is very important. It's gonna lead you to your breakup. That conversation is going to make the breakup either hard or easy. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then when it comes to like the people who did something good for you, like they gave you a better social experience, they enabled you financially, they helped you out with your career, or they helped you get into where you need to go to. Such people are people who are very instrumental in your life, you know. Because these are people who saw a potential in that particular thing, and therefore it's a good bouncing board. Whenever you have questions about that particular thing, oftentimes, even when you've done your own research, it's always good to go back to this person and ask them, by the way, how can I do this? Or how can I go ahead and do, I'm at this point, how do I get out of it? Or this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm thinking about doing. It's always good to bounce that board, use them as a bouncing board. And so it's important for you not to burn that bridge. Don't be those people who break up and do what I advised you another time here,
And block.
go and slash tires. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be an idiot. Never burn bridges,
Yeah.
Try and maintain a stable relationship regardless, If they do need your help, as long as it's not that nonsense for due closure and then you end up doing funny things, don't do that. As long as it's like an amicable friendship where you're just helping this person out as a friend, keep that boundary very clear. I am your friend. I like you as a friend. I do not want to be in a relationship with you. But once that has been established, that boundary has been made clear, then it's important for you to try and keep that bridge going, you know, because they might also need you. You never know when people need you, you know.
And is it polite to break up with someone in person or via text, or break up is just break up?
That nonsense. I don't like it.
Breakup
I do not
is
like
just
it.
a breakup. If I break up with you face to face, Ama, I text you. See, the message is still the same. The message is still the same.
But I feel like if you break up with someone in person, they might just talk you into
that's why I can't do it
staying.
in person. Exactly. Because like if I sit there and I'm sitting there next to you and I'm there like breaking your heart, you thought the relationship was going well, and then now
you're like, sorry.
and then they're like, "See, what did I do wrong? No. Let's fix it." I'm like, "Okay, so I fixed it. I guess
But
now we're
here
back."
But
is
imagine for me,
the
that's the
thing.
time to fix the relationship.
Here is the thing. Actually, yes, it could be if it's fixable, that's the time to fix it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the fact that you want to maintain this person and have a good relationship with them means you have to be able to face them. Otherwise, it will just be messy and weird, and they're calling you, and you're just like, why is he calling me now? And stuff like that. So if you really, really, genuinely want to continue on with this relationship as friends and have a good ex, then ultimately you need to face the music, and that entails meeting up with them. Horrible as it is.
Yeah. So
If
now
you've been broken up in person, you know it's a mess.
Now my question is, now you meet up with them, do you start returning gifts? Do you start like, you know, defining the rules of how we are only friends and this is only things that are going to start happening? May you have to block them if they're not willing to, you know, be friends, and then like they calm down, kidogo, and then like what happens afterwards? Because me, I'm not returning any gifts.
No, me, I feel this discussion, you normally have it while you're still dating. Like, hey, me and my ex, I won't do this for him, I won't do this for her, I won't do this. So like when you get to that point where now the two of you are exes, you definitely know what to expect from this person. Like Ayuma, everyone definitely expects that you're gonna block them instantly.
Wait, I don't
She
block.
doesn't block them, she just ignores
She doesn't
them.
block,
Nope.
but
will just
she told
ignore
us
you.
she blocks.
Where? She will look at you calling 50 times and she will not pick up your call. But that's a story for
But then
another
I'll send
day.
a message and say, "Oh my God, I missed your call. What's up?" You know.
Okay, yeah, so she doesn't like to face the music. Ayuma. Anyway.
So do you return gifts?
When it comes to gifts and stuff like that, it really does depend on the person. I don't think if you're planning on becoming a friend with someone, because like, let's be all the way honest, do you ever return gifts to your friends when you're having issues with them?
No.
So what are we saying? If you are trying to be friends, then why are we acting as if we're children and being petty, and yet we're trying to maintain a friendship?
I think the problem comes in when the person who has been broken up with wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that breakup. And most of the times when it comes like to men, and it's usually the girl has broken up with me, then I remember. See, I gave her a
Earrings.
10,000 shilling
If
earrings.
they're petty like
and I
that.
gave her 20,000 and this and that. And I gave her da-da-da-da-da-da. They could still be good, but you know, when you're upset and you act petty.
Yeah, and jealousy. Some people are so jealous that even when they buy you a car and you break up, they take it away from you. We had someone who was stopped in traffic, gari kachukuliwa, akawacha kwa traffic. We have more
Mheshimiwa alikuwa
people.
anataka gari.
Yeah, but we have a lot of
Ayuma, you
people.
had to go
We
there.
have so many people who have just lost basically everything because of a breakup. A house, a car, even children. So what do you do when you have children? Because for me, I feel like it is so difficult to break with someone when you have kids. Yeah, it's not like you just wake up in the morning and you just go like, hey, but this thing is not working. I'm going. When you have children, you have to sit down and start now discussing about how you're going to parent, co-parent, moving forward. Because you feel, you know, like if you're going to move houses, maybe the kids are going to school to a nearby school. So when you move houses, you are going to figure out whether you're going to go with them. It's just a lot. So if you want to break up with someone, please break up with them sooner before you start having children, because it is not easy.
Yes, and we have learned the simple fact that if you're trying to make sure that you and your ex are remaining as good friends, it is important for you to first clarify the fact that you just want to be friends, period. So make sure that there are no bloodlines, you're not trying to make out with them or do something stupid or borrowing money from them using that seductive voice that you normally use. We know you, we see you. And most importantly, you should get in touch with them at least and have like again, this is not for closure or anything. This is just having a decent conversation with this person.
Even just how are you
without
doing?
yes, without having hidden agendas and stuff like that. And most importantly, don't fall back into old patterns. You know them. So keep your boundaries. Limit communication if it is important for you, and be genuine about your friendship. Like, just know we are friends. Akuna panky. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
But
to avoid, you have to also avoid alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of
just-
us, when you sip something, all you do is call, text. So don't forget the reason as to why you broke up in the first place.
definitely. But that is wrapping up that topic. You can still let us know your thoughts on that whole situation. But let's